You need to know this, dear Christian, about why they are suffering. If that's true about your life, and you no longer belong to the world, but you belong to Jesus Christ, you can expect suffering. And the opposite is true. If the world loves you, and the world finds you to be like it, no different than it is, it could be because you don't much resemble your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ in the way you desire, in the way you consume, in the way you live. And dear Christian, when you're persecuted, again, you have no right to be shocked or to think, I don't deserve this. Jesus said, a servant is not greater than his or her master. If they persecuted Jesus, they will persecute you, because now you belong to Jesus, and you're united to him in your life, and you're united to him in his suffering. They hated Christ. They will hate you. This mob doesn't personally hate Paul and Silas. They don't just find them bizarre or vile. They hate the Christ that dwells within Paul and Silas, and the name of Christ that is being preached by Paul and Silas. All people who belong to Jesus are guaranteed to suffer. It's not just bad people who suffer in this world. Christians suffer. And it's not only that you suffer when you sin, that is true, but Christians also suffer as a calling from Christ. And not just because of persecutions outside, though that's our context, but a great suffering happens to the Christian because we are called to be like Christ. And we suffer as we fight sin and glorify Christ, as we put off our old self and put on the new self, as I can't do all the things I really want to do because now I know that they don't glorify Christ. There's a suffering in that. But when we wholeheartedly follow Jesus, we should expect to face hostility, and we shouldn't be embarrassed by that, but we should embrace it. It's part of our identity. Christ told us to expect this, and he calls those who suffer for his name blessed. And this is how they're tortured